Radio Bypass, bringing you rock and roll music that deserves to be heard. Discover new bands. Here's some old favorites on Radio Bypass.
Hey guys, we first met Travis Neal back in March when he was with us to discuss his band Fraxures. They have just released a brand new single now in October really. And Travis is here to catch us up on all things Fraxures. Welcome back, Travis. How you doing?
I'm great, man. Thanks for having me back. I'm excited to be back on the show.
Oh, my pleasure, man. Glad you got another piece of music released to the world. This time around, a little bit different than the last single because this time you're doing a cover of a song. It's No Good is the single, and it's a Depeche Mode song. And first thing I thought of when I heard the song is, or before I heard the song, I should say, first thing I thought of is, how's Fraxures going to do this, right? Because they're such a synth-based band and everything. And then I heard the way you guys did it, and I was like, holy shit, this is cool. So,
awesome.
That really makes my first question about the new song is why this Depeche Mode song, or for that matter, for a band like Fraxures, any Depeche Mode song? What made you guys decide to cover this?
I love Depeche Mode. I've been a fan of them for quite a long time, and doing a Depeche Mode song, there's quite a few bands that, well, not quite a few, just a handful of bands, excuse me, that are bucket list bands for me. Depeche Mode happened to be one of them. If it would have been a Police song, I'd have been all about that. Or a Pink Floyd song. That's actually, it started out, the whole story of this song started out with as Comfortably Numb. I did this electronic kind of deep, dark version of Comfortably Numb in a solo project. Well, a solo recording that I was working on with a producer named Sahaj Tikatin from the band Raw. And he's the one that brought the Depeche Mode idea. He's like, want to do a Depeche Mode song? And I was like, dude, yeah. And I wanted to do In Your Room because I love that song. And he was like, I got an idea. And then so our next session, he came to me with the skeleton of this idea. And I was like, dude, let's do it. And so we did it and we put it out. I put it out under my name. It was just a solo thing. And then I brought it to Fraxures like 2 years after, because this had come out, quite a ways back. And I said, dude, we should play this song. It's like really good and it's modern and it's perfect. Plus it's an amazing song.
Right.
And those guys, so we started playing it live. And we played it live for like about a year and a half. And then we decided to put it out on this record. So we went in and retracked. Those guys retracked all their parts because obviously the song built in that time. Every time we play it live, they would add a little more of them into it. Fred would add another little fill into it. So we decided to re-record it. I didn't even re-record the vocals. The vocals are the same exact vocals that were there before because the intensity was already there. And that's kind of where it came from. It was a song that I was messing around with. And then I was like, yeah, guys, let's make this our song because, I think it's perfect. I think it's perfect for what we're doing. And it's a great cover. And, I want to play it live because when I wrote the song, I wanted to play it live.
Right.
So that's kind of like where the decision came from. And a couple of us are pretty big fans of Depeche Mode. So it just made sense. It's a great song,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I do not, for some reason, have never gotten way into Depeche Mode, but I'm familiar with them. And seems like most musicians are huge fans of theirs because I know so many people that are way, way into them. And I always feel like, why am I missing something? Why does it not resonate strongly with me? For me, it's just okay, right?
Yeah.
But maybe it's just because I'm not big on a lot of synth-based stuff.
Yeah, and that's okay. Yeah, totally.
But anyway, when I heard your take on it, I was just like, this is so cool because I wasn't sure what you were going to do. Obviously you're a metal band, but how are you going to do this? Are you going to just add a lot of synth and kind of keep it like it was? Or are you going to put your own take on it? And you guys definitely put your own take on it. I mean, I think if nobody knows the song, the original, nobody would know it's not your song. that it's so much yours the way you
I,
guys did it.
well, I appreciate that. Yeah, we definitely we wanted to make it our own. So those guys, definitely jumped in and did a lot of kind of personalization to it. But we also, in the whole process of doing the cover, well, from start to finish, throughout the whole journey of it, it was I. My goal was I want to do an awesome version of this song, but without losing the integrity of what the song's about. I didn't want to super change it or anything like that. I wanted to make it just what you said. I wanted to make it as if an active rock band from today wrote that song, and that's what it would sound like.
Hmm.
And exactly that's cool that you said that, because that's kind of like where I was going with it. If a listener's hearing it, if they never heard Depeche Mode, they would be like, oh, okay, cool. This, I didn't know that was a cover song. I've heard plenty of bands do songs. I was like, I had no idea that was a cover song.
Right,
So
right. And that's when they're cool, I think. I mean, once
yeah,
in a while you want to hear it like the original, but mostly I like when there's, different twists. But yours is obviously way different just because of the type of instrumentation.
Mhm.
And I'm not a musician, so I can't say for sure if you guys are doing it faster, like music note wise or whatever, but it seems like it's moving faster than the original. Is it?
Slightly. I think the BPM is a little bit faster, but it's not too far off from a lot of the originals.
Yeah, not a lot,
Actually, yeah. If
but I thought
anything,
a
it's
little bit,
probably
maybe.
like 5 BPM faster, maybe, if that. It's pretty
Pretty
close to.
close. Yeah, and that's what I thought, but I kept thinking it's just maybe a tad bit faster.
I
But
think it's because of the instrumentation. It's got live drums in it. It's more rock sounding and stuff, so it
oh,
feels like it moves faster.
for sure.
Yeah,
And again, if you don't know who Depeche Mode is, you might think they were a heavy metal band, right? Because
yeah, yeah.
it
Right.
sounds so heavy. It's really cool. So yeah, so that was something I was really curious about. And then, yeah, thinking about it, I think you kind of answered it already. One of the notes I had made for myself is because it was such a synth-driven song originally, how did you translate that to being more of a guitar forward type of track? But I think you kind of answered that just by evolution, really, with
Yeah.
you guys playing it so much live. But that was one of the things I was kind of curious about. Because sonically it's just so cool, and which was another thought that I had, like, if for you, the people performing the song, what would you want your listeners to feel in that first 10 seconds? Because in the original, I don't know what you really feel because it's just kind of but this, it kind of hits you right away, more so than the original, I feel. So I was curious, did you have any thoughts, like, what do I want somebody to feel upon the first 10
I
20 seconds of the
Yeah, I
song?
wanted that, especially with that intro, that do 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 do. It's very signature to the song,
Right.
and it's kind of like when I would hear a band or see them for the first time, and then they would do a cover, and I would be like, "Wait a second, is oh my God, wow,"
I know
and
it's
and and that's kind of what I wanted for the listener, is to hear that intro and remember that, oh wait, this sounds familiar, and then they might hear it and they'll be like, wow, this is really good, and then they'll know the song once the chorus kicks in. It's like, oh my God, it's Depeche Mode. Or
right,
if they're Depeche Mode fans, they're going to be like, no way, let me see what these guys are going to do. And
right,
then I wanted to be able to win those people over as well.
right.
And I think that's kind of like what our goal is with the first 10 to 15 seconds. The people that are like, I want to make sure that they're like, yes, after it's done. And then the people that are, I want to surprise people.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you did surprise this guy for sure. Um,
Job done. That's what I'm saying.
so so when we talked back in March, Blackheart Serenade was the first release, really, from,
Mhm.
and we talked about being signed to Cleopatra and all that. And now here we are, 8 months later or so. We've got this new single out. I'm assuming we're probably not seeing an album this year, but maybe another single. Like, what's next in the pipeline here?
I think what we're trying to do is, you know, um, with the addition of, I mean, we had a plan already, and with the addition of Cleopatra coming in and being now, a part of our team, um, that's kind of sets everything, starts planning everything out, as for maybe what we wanted to do is probably not the best, move. So I think what we're going to do is we want to put out another single this year. I'm thinking like drop it at early Christmas. Hey, early Christmas for the fans. Boom. Here you go.
Right.
Here's a single. And then ideally, I think what we're going to try to do, we should have, we're in the final stages of mixing the last 5 songs, and we should have the everything ready to go by the end of the month. So ideally, we would like to release the record in February. That's and kind of early year release, kind of sets it up for the summer and everything. But we'll see. I mean, that's the plan. But at the end of the day, we come with our plan, and then we sit down with the label and we decide what's going to be the best plan.
Well, yeah,
So,
of course.
but if the case is like, hey, they're like, hey, we would like you to release it in the spring, in April or May, early summer, June, then yeah, the fans can definitely expect probably a few more singles, because we're not just going to leave them all guessing the whole time. We definitely want to keep everybody involved and keep everybody like excited about the evolution and about what they're going to hear.
Yeah, no, of course, and that's kind of the way it is today. Anyway, it seems like usually about 3 singles before a release. It's pretty common now again in today's world. And speaking of this being the second single now, what I didn't ask you, what's the response been like to this? You seeing a good response to it?
It's been great. I mean, it's been more than we could have hoped. I mean, not hoped for, but it's definitely more than we expected. We just got an email from our publicist that it's charting on the Billboard rock charts right now.
Awesome.
At like 163, but I mean that's 163 on the nationwide Billboard rock charts. That's awesome.
Hey.
And I think that it's doing a lot better than we thought it was going to. I mean, and that's only because we're a smaller band. We're not expecting, anything to super blow up without, more time and, more playing, more money invested, stuff like that. And, it's, we couldn't have hoped for a better response. And we're extremely taken back and thankful for it,
Oh, that's great. That's great. Well, I'm glad to hear that. And then I guess the other question I had in terms of response to the single that I was thinking about, when this got released, you started out doing it, I believe, through Brave Words, like they released it first or something. So did that make a difference, having it kind of like one channel for the initial release? Did that?
Absolutely. Definitely gets, it expands our reach of, we have our circle around us, that is our reach that we can reach to at this stage in the band. And, being able to go through, having an outlet like Brave Words, promote, and release our single with us, and collaborate with us. That's huge because it gets us out further than, we have reach. It gets it into the ears of people that, may have never heard of the band until then, or may never ever hear the band if it wasn't for that avenue. So it's definitely made a difference, and we're extremely thankful for everybody that is helping pushing this machine. It's humbling, and it's extremely grateful. It's really cool. It's hard to even put it in words, as you can tell. I'm like, you know what I mean? So
Bottom line is, it's all good.
Yes, it's so good. It's no good. It's so good.
It's so good. Love it. Maybe it's already been done, of course, Van Halen, but as I say, it's no good. Linda Ronstadt just popped into my head. Oh, that's good. So do you think that the next, so we had the single, I mean, the original release, now we've got the cover release. So if, when, and we believe there will probably be another single, back to an original, you think, for the
Oh
next
yeah, yeah.
single?
We're only gonna do. I mean, there'll only be this one cover on the record. We had a plan. As for the release of these songs, we wanted to release Blackheart. Blackheart, we feel it encompassed the what the band is about. It allowed the listener to hear every aspect of what we do. And then we were going to release another song called Trauma Bonding, and it was more of a bruiser, heavy with a big old chorus, big clean chorus, but like a heavier song. And then we were going to release Hexes, the album title track, to introduce the record. And then obviously, as the team grew, Cleopatra, they decided, they were like, hey man, let's release this single. I think it'd be a good move for you. Let's release this cover instead. We'll hold off on the other one. But now as we're mixing everything, and, we've been hearing these songs as demos for like the last year and a half, 2 years.
Right.
And we have very much demo-itis. And so now hearing these songs mixed, it's like, even songs that were like, oh man, I love that song, are all songs now that like, dude, that could be the next single. That could be the next single. So
Right.
we don't know. We have no idea. We've been flipped over on our heads. We got 8 more songs that,
Right.
in our opinion, could all be potential singles. So I don't know what the next I don't know what the next roller coaster our listeners are going to get on. But I guarantee you, it's definitely not going to be one they dislike. I promise.
I believe you. I believe you. All right. And then what about last time? I know you had a live date booked somewhere around the time that we talked. What about now? You got any live dates coming up?
No.
Or are we off for the rest of the year?
Yeah, I think the rest of the year, the focus is for the band itself is to get this record done, get everything planned for next year. Get a bulletproof plan so we come into 26, ready to go. And in that, we're all kind of like, we know that once the record comes out, we're going to be, pretty busy with it. So we're all kind of doing our own thing right now. Obviously some doing family. Fred's, he's touring with Kings of Thrash right now. It's another band that he's part of.
Right. Mr.
So he's
Energy Ball, that guy.
Yeah. And so he's doing that. He's doing his thing, and I'm writing, like, you see my studio, my guitar and everything. Like, I've been in full writing mode, doing something like completely different than Fractures. I'm doing like some like post black metal stuff because I love black metal. I can't help it. So I'm doing that, and then I also have I have an acoustic project called Travis Neal and the Collective, which is like a full acoustic band, drums, everything. We do a bunch of originals that are like my songs. I have a show coming up actually tomorrow, but nothing for Fractures. I think our main focus is getting this thing done, and our next show that we do, we're hoping to do a record release, and our hope is, what we're planning on sprinkling like 1 or 2 songs that old, and then literally starting from the beginning of the record to the very end and playing the entire record in its entirety for our listeners. They're getting it. They're going to get it like probably a week or so before we play. And so they're going to get some time on the songs, and then they're going to hear them all live. I think that's our main focus. We want to really like come out of the gate swinging and letting everybody know, we're here to stay, and we're serious about, this. We're beyond excited. This record has been a long time coming, but I think all of us are very, very thankful in the roadblocks and the speed bumps and the pitfalls and the hangups that have happened, because it's allowed us to really, in our opinion, write the best record that we could write.
Right. Well, they do say that, right? That everything kind of works out for a reason, and we don't know what the reason is at the time that we're aggravated with something. So,
well, we're all like a family, so we fight like brothers.
Right.
We fight like brothers, and sometimes want to kill each other, and then like 10 minutes later, we're hanging out. It's like it never happened. such a weird dynamic. so yeah, I think that, you know, we needed to get through, like, we needed to sort out some stuff to make sure that that once we hand this off to everybody that's waiting on it, we know, all five of us know, that I put everything, I left it all on the table, and here's that table. Like, here you go.
Right.
So yeah, we're glad for the time, you know, because I don't think that it would have the same impact had we released the record as we wrote it, you know, 2 years ago. It was completely different. I could show you one of those songs and you would be like, I don't, this doesn't even sound like the same band, because these songs have evolved so much in that time.
Well, that's great. That's actually a good thing. I'm glad you did that. Yeah, that's good. Well, good. Well, I hope that when the record comes out, that everybody's schedules are free, and because hopefully you're going to need lots of time to go traveling around doing shows, because it's going to be so successful and in demand.
I'm hoping so too. Thank you, brother. Thanks for the good energy sending it. I appreciate it.
No problem. All right. Well, anything else we should know? Anything else we're missing between?
No. Just I once again, I'm excited to be back on the show. You know, thank you, Ralph, for inviting us back and inviting me back to talk. And you know, thank you to all your listeners for supporting you and supporting the artists that you have on your show. We thank you all. Check us out on fractures.com, on all the social medias under Fractures, for, you know, updates, and you can stream It's No Good on every major platform that you stream from, as well as Black Heart
plus a video on YouTube.
We've got a video on YouTube. There's plenty of video content. Yeah, there's plenty of video content on YouTube that you know, you can dive right into this band and decide if you love it or not, like we love it. So
that's awesome. All right. Well, everybody, we've been talking with Travis Neal. The band is Fractures. As he just said, please go check out fractures.com. Check them out on social media. I think it's Fractures Official, maybe on your social media handle for Facebook, I think.
Yeah, Fractures Official. I think on both it might be. Yeah. But remember, FRAXURES, not the CT, because that will give you an indie pop band.
That's right.
Know? And you hear that and you might be like, wow, these guys are different. So all good.
Important. Remember, XURES. But Fractures, and check out their YouTube. There is a video for the song that we are going to play, which is the song that Travis and I have been talking about. It's really cool. I think you'll dig it. Again, Travis, thank you for coming by Radio Bypass. And everybody, crank it up a little bit louder, because here comes It's No Good from Fractures.
Gonna take my time you're mine. It is written in the stars above. Don't say you want me, don't say you need me, don't say you love me. It's under